Hey girl, hey, Raven Lexus D here. Welcome back to my channel. So I want to show you guys how I got my brows from this to this just by a tint. No brow powder, no fill, anything, just clean brows with a tint. So yes, these we are going to get rid of because they are no good, okay? Looking ratchet and crazy. So I'm starting off by just brushing my brow hair up so that I can actually see what I'm working with. And this is just my MAC, like the one end of my MAC spoolie to actually like fill my brows. So what product am I going to use? Oh my gosh, the famous men's beard kit, the Just for Men. And yeah, that's what I use. I'm using a makeup remover wipe to wipe my eyebrows and get off any oils or leftover makeup. And I used a pair of scissors just to cut off like long hairs to pretty much like give it a trim while cleaning it up as well, because you know, of course, the hair grows and grows, and if you're not trimming it, those unruly hairs just come to look like a part of your brow shape, and it's not, it's just long hair. So I just shaped it until it looked smooth, and yeah, I didn't have unruly long hairs flying in all different directions. I didn't want it to go. So I'm using a small amount of gel body wash to like coat my brows, and it's going to serve as like a shaving cream in a way, and this will just make the razor glide like more smoothly against my skin. Okay, so I start off underneath of my brows first, and I'll brush the hairs upward so that I can see those little hairs underneath that don't really belong and seem to be like a bit outside of my brow shape. So those are the ones I'm going to take off. And I'll start shaving upward like against the grain. It's easier for your hair to hit against the razor if you go in the opposite direction that the hair grows. Sort of like the same technique of direction that you would use if you were waxing. And now when it came to the top, I did the same thing. I just brushed the hairs downward so I could actually see my brow shape. And I this time used the razor and kind of just came down. It's hard for me to go like left and right to like shape my brow the same as I would for the bottom, because I just can't see that well over top, and I don't really trust myself that way. So I just like to come downward and see what I'm working with that way. And I just keep repeating all of these steps until I feel as though that my brow looks as clean and as sharp as I want it to look. Something like this. Nice and clean and no unruly hairs before we start this tinting process. Okay, so I'm using my Just for Men's. I have my color and my developer. I did equal parts, and I just used that little plastic piece that came inside to mix it in. And I'm using a small little like definer brush from BH Cosmetics to apply it. And now this ice is specifically just for closing my pores. Since we did that cutting with the razor, my pores are open and I want them to be back closed because we are using a chemical process same as we would with permanent color, and I don't want that to burn my skin. Now also I used my LA Pro concealer just to put around the areas of my brow. This doesn't have to be perfect, but I was just covering anywhere that I don't have eyebrow hair because I don't want the tint to get anywhere that it's not supposed to be, and I actually like stain like a huge area and I'll have like a big bolder brow than what was necessary. I just want to be able to put it on that hair and not get it anywhere else. So as you can see, I'm just like sketching this into my brows as if I were like filling them in. And yeah, it was kind of easy, but tedious at the same time. I wanted to make sure that I didn't get on like any skin parts and literally just that hair. And I let this sit for just 10 minutes total. And you know, I just waited. I sat by like with my timer, and I didn't want to do anything because I figure if I try to do something and come back, it'll definitely end up being longer than 10 minutes. So I just sat there the whole time, wasted some time on my phone until that timer went off and it was ready to wipe these brows clean. So I've got a fresh makeup wipe, and I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe off. And the tint color, it looks good. It was a little dark for like a first shocker, but it looked good. I knew it would fade by the time I actually like took my shower. But overall, I think that they looked really nice. I just kept wiping with the wipe to make sure that I got off anywhere that the color just looked really pigmented. Just trying to wipe and fade off so that it looks natural. And yeah, that was it. I just brushed my hairs, you know, make sure it's all aligned with where that tint was. That I didn't have to do no extra cleaning or nothing, which I didn't. And I think that the brows came out really nice. So, what do you think? Let me know down in the comments what you think about these tinted brows, these beard kits out here fleeking our eyebrows, okay? And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.